Hello, everyone, and welcome to In the Spotlight, hosted by Sara J. Crawford and Christian. Tonight is a Sunday night, which might be a little bit weird for you guys. Sorry about the change. I didn't actually get a chance to make a public post about the swap of times yet. So, we've got a bit of a different thing going on for now because we've got some schedule changes for our personal schedules, both Christian and I. So we kind of felt like Sunday would work better for us, and we kind of did a little bit of a review with everyone not too long ago, and just to go over that and make sure that was convenient for you guys. So I hope it works with your guys' schedule because it's definitely much better for mine. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsors. We've got the Canadian Blood Services. If you guys want to book yourselves an appointment to donate blood, you can do that by going to blood.ca, or you can call directly at 1-888-2-DONATE. So definitely get yourselves in there and book some to donate some blood if you haven't already done that. And if you have already done that and you are going for an upcoming appointment, then thank you so much. And keep doing what you're doing because it's definitely not going unnoticed. So I'm going to get our co-host Christian on the line here. Give me 2 seconds, guys. So Christian is our DJ co-host. He's awesome. Gotta love him. Makes our show interesting. Ring-a-ding-ding.
Hello.
Hi there, Christian. It's Sara J. Crawford. We are live. How are you doing today?
Good. How about yourself?
Not bad. Just enjoying my glass of wine and kind of winding down and get ready for my week, and just telling our viewers here that we've got a bit of a swap for the time. I hope it's convenient for everybody, and it's definitely a little bit more convenient for myself, to be honest.
and I'm in mine as well.
Yeah.
Because now the Saturdays are going to be very busy.
Yeah, you were saying with the company and stuff, especially given that we're getting into spring and summer months now. Winter's kind of, I think it's come and gone.
I don't think it ever came.
Yeah, I know.
One week of winter, that's it.
I mean, I'm not complaining, but it was definitely not much of a winter that I was used to, that's for sure.
Definitely not.
But you never know, because I always say that, and then my birthday's March 25th, and we always get hammered with snow somewhere in and around there, so you never know. We might get something.
I always expect snow at Easter time, you never know.
Right, I know. In Canada, you can never really schedule these things. It just kind of happens.
It could be July, we'll have a snowstorm.
Yeah, no, I know, just my luck. I honestly, I remember my 19th birthday, and I was at Hess Village in Hamilton, and, that was kind of the go-to place locally for me, and being of age, of course, I wanted to be at a bar, and I stood there in a dress, absolutely freezing my ass off for like 2.5 hours, and it was snowing, and it was just terrible. I was luckily thankful that it fell on a Saturday, so I could go out and enjoy myself, but it was just terrible weather, so yeah.
Yeah, it happens. In Canada, the weather changes every 15 minutes.
Absolutely, yeah, no, 1 minute it's freezing out there, and the next minute it's like, right now it's been foggy for the last good week here in Hamilton area. I don't know if it's the same out there by Toronto, but we can barely see the roads out here.
That's because you guys will have running water or electricity in Hamilton.
Oh. It is just like, honestly, I can barely see the roads. When I was driving for the last week, it's been this way. I'm just like, where are our roads? Can't see like at least 10 feet in front of you is about maximum you can see. So it's been an interesting weather week out here in Canada. I don't know if everyone listening from wherever you guys are, hopefully the weather is a little bit nicer where you are, because it sucks out here. Definitely.
Feels like we're in Vancouver.
Yeah, no, and you know what? Like I said, I'm not complaining because typically at this time it's a lot crappier, but it's definitely odd. It kind of throws me off. It's like that global warming, climate change stuff. It starts to kind of freak you out. But so
maybe it is true.
We've got this big thing going on that we've been mentioning for the last couple of weeks. The Wedding Expo is coming up, and it is Sunday, February 4th.
February 5th.
5th. So Sunday, February 5th. And, let's go through what that is and what we can kind of accomplish if we're, somebody looking to get married soon.
Yeah, whether it's married or even just planning an event that's going to, require a banquet hall or a DJ, a photographer, videographer, cake, invitations, everything to do with events planning, it's going to be there, one-stop shop.
Yeah.
The doors open at 12. It's going to be till 5 o'clock. It's going to be at the Riviera Park banquet event center in Vaughan. Nice. It's a beautiful event center. One of the nicer ones in all the GTA.
I've actually never been there myself, but I have seen some photos online of previous events that people I know have gone to. And yeah, it's absolutely beautiful in there. It's definitely a nice venue.
The best part is it's free to get in and free parking.
Right? Everybody loves free. And you know what? If it's something that you have been looking to, get your hands on or have been searching high and low for, and you might be able to find it here, it's definitely worth it because, like Christian said, it's free, guys. It's not something that you're going to go and waste your money and not walk out with something that you might need. You may go in and not find that something, but it's still, the opportunity is there, and there's a ton of places, like you said, everything from flowers to food to music to wedding planning. Actually, I was
photographer, videographer, photo booths,
your
invitations.
wife I was speaking to, Christian, she's a wedding planner, correct?
Yes.
Right. So, and she'll be there that day also, and I'm sure she'd love to go over anything that, you guys are kind of looking to fill in the gaps for, because I think that's a big question I've seen. I'm actually part of a wedding group on Facebook there. Somehow I became a minister of it. I don't know how, but either way, people on there trusted me enough to do that. So I see a lot of what goes on in this group, and you know what? It's unbelievable the amount of things that you need to remember in a wedding. Now that I'm actually planning my own, I'm just like in awe of all these things that I have to kind of cross off my list and
when people start getting married, when they start planning their wedding, people only think of the big things.
Right.
A DJ, photographer,
and music,
church, venue.
Yeah.
They don't think of all the other stuff.
Yeah. No, it's true, and there's so much time and so much planning and so many different resources that come together to make a wedding happen. And the fact that this wedding expo really provides a good overall, almost everything you could think of that you would need in a wedding, all in one spot. I mean, who could really complain about that?
we got almost 100 vendors. Basically, every wedding professional is going to be under one roof.
Yeah. And that's what I'm most
just starting your planning,
about.
You're getting, frustrated and flustered and overwhelmed, come here and you can do all your planning in one day.
Yeah, see, I always say this, expo is going to be the perfect thing for me because I have, really bad OCD, but I'm also very spontaneous. I'm an Aries. So the fact of variety and things and different stuff that I can, if I can go from searching for, food to decorations all in one spot, it just makes my life so much more convenient.
Yeah, everything will be there.
Given that I have a busy schedule.
We're going to have music playing all day.
Yeah.
So you can dance your way through the aisles, going through all the vendors.
Right? You'll be emceeing the whole event, right?
And yes, I'll be emceeing the whole event throughout the day.
So that's cool, because you know what? You'll actually get to see Christian in action live the whole event. I will also be there doing a live Facebook feed and going around and interviewing some of the vendors, probably all of the vendors, but you'll definitely hear and see Christian in the background doing his DJ stuff. So, and you own a DJ company also, so if anybody's looking for anything music-wise or entertainment-wise for your events, definitely hit him up, because he messaged me from a wedding the other night, and it was absolutely beautiful. It looked so nice, and you know what? You seem very comfortable with a crowd, and you seem like you really kind of... What's that song I was listening to the other day by Jay-Z and Kanye West, In Paris?
In Paris, yeah.
It's like, gets the people going, right? You have to have that vibe that people actually relate to, right? And, it seems like you have a good way with people, so that's awesome.
Whether it be music, MC service, photo booth, event planning, one-stop shop, you come to me and I can take care of it.
Yeah, no, and that's awesome, because you know what, like I just said, his wife does the whole wedding planning and event planning stuff too, so definitely a one-stop shop for events and entertainment.
MagicMomentsDJ.ca.
I love it. I will be coming to you for all my stuff, so that's for sure.
You don't have a choice.
Recommendations, people.
You don't got a choice.
I know, right? I'm kidding. No, you know what? I'm excited. I'm super excited for my wedding, and I'm super excited to get to this expo to really see what... I find that these events really bring a wedding to life. If you've been kind of planning like I have behind the scenes, and just kind of going through things on your own or with your partner, and you haven't really, exposed it or gotten that... outing or wow factor. Like, I went and tried on dresses with my fiance. A lot of people really said I shouldn't have done that. But you know what? I needed to get into the moment. You know what I mean? I needed to actually feel like, oh my God, I'm getting married. You know what I mean? Like, and
I'm glad you brought that up, because at the show, there's we're gonna have 2 events at the show that's gonna make you feel like you're actually having your wedding.
Right.
We're gonna do a live bouquet toss.
That is so awesome.
And we're also gonna do a first dance.
You know I'm gonna be right there in their Facebook Live and catching the bouquet. Woo!
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, we're gonna a lucky couple is gonna get a chance to practice their first dance with dry ice.
That's
just
so
like if they would do at their wedding.
I was just watching this video online the other day, and it made me kind of like tear up, but like in a happy way. You know what I mean? I was watching this video of a bride and her dad who had done this beautifully choreographed dance that was absolutely like flawless. Like they got on the dance floor, they were in sync the whole time, they looked like they were having a great time, and they did a very mixed music DJ kind of
a little montage of different songs
playlist. Yeah, and you know what, it was super awesome. And I always think to myself, I'm like, I hope I have something that memorable or cool at my wedding. Like, it's one of those things.
Don't worry,
Have, like, the wow
we'll put something together for you.
Are you gonna flash mob it at my wedding, Christian?
Of course.
Could you imagine? I always think about stuff like that. I'm like, you know the whole thing where you see, what was that video that was going around? I would think it was the Bruno Mars song, Think I'm Gonna Marry You. I won't say it because I don't have any fans for that sector of the industry, but I see those videos, and me and my fiance are always like, that's like the cutest thing ever, because it takes a lot of time, and a lot of people came together to make stuff like that happen, and it's the same sort of thing with a wedding. It's a very group effort. There's a ton
It's not just the bride to be or the groom to be. It's a whole family and friends.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of people to put a wedding together.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, as a DJ, your job isn't just going in and playing music. You have to go in and set a theme. You know what I mean? You're going in and you're making an atmosphere enjoyable for a room.
We make the atmosphere. Like most people, they'll have the thought, "Oh, the DJ shows up at 5 o'clock and press play."
Yeah, no, it doesn't work.
It's a little more. It's a lot more than that. It's more of a production. Without us running things, it's not going to be a show. It's going to be more of a shit show.
Yeah.
If you have a good MC, good DJ running your show, running the wedding event, it's flawless.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree, because I've been to weddings where there's been, a playlist style setup and then a live DJ style setup. Also, I've been to a wedding that also had, the live band kind of thing. And
that was last night. There was a band and me.
Equally as enjoyable.
Last night's wedding, there was a band and myself at the DJing.
Oh, that's cool.
So the groom was Assyrian, which is like Iraqian.
Yeah.
And the bride was Croatian. So the Croatian side was only 100 people. The Iraqi side was 400 people.
Holy crap! Huge wedding.
So it was a 500-person wedding, and like I said, so the band took care of all the Arabic music.
Yeah.
But I had to take care of the introductions, and I had to take care of like the English music and the Croatian music. So when it comes with the bands, it's very tough to coordinate the night, because they want to play the whole night.
Yeah.
Right. So I have to make sure that make sure everyone's happy.
Yeah. No.
At the end of the night, you did a good job when you get a tip. So.
Well, and that's the thing too, right? You've got a very different audience, from nationality perspective. Not everybody's into a hip hop or a country or rock and roll. You know what I mean? You've got to make a very good mix. Or
you have to, just play the crowd. Like, you got to know, it's music knowledge.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's almost like profiling. You watch Criminal Minds.
Like, what I do is when I get together with bride and grooms, a month before their wedding, we go through all their music.
Yeah.
And so they gave me what they want, their genres and songs and so forth, and I use that as my palette. So when I get to the wedding, I read the crowd. Yeah. And then I put what I read off the crowd, compared with the bride and groom's inputs, put two together, and there you go. There's your night. Yeah. There's your party.
Yeah. No, and that's a good thing to really incorporate, because, sure, you're going to want to please the bride and groom, of course. It's their wedding. But, it's no fun for their guests if the bride and groom are total opposites in terms of their guests, right? So.
And I've run into those that, the bride and groom wants to hear all 90s dance all night, which, I don't mind that, sure. But then when no one else is dancing,
yeah, no, it's true.
You gotta make sure everyone's happy.
Standing there, you're the only one on the dance floor. No one else wants to come out because they're just not into that genre of music.
Exactly.
It's like this. A friend of mine I won't mention her name, but a friend of mine just had a wedding recently, and it was an absolutely beautiful venue. She did the whole country theme with the barn and the